Good evening, families and friends of our graduating seniors. We would like to welcome you to Owego Free Academy's 152nd annual commencement ceremony to celebrate the class of 2025. I would like to thank a few people who have made this night special and got us here today. Our custodians and maintenance workers, our guidance office, Mrs. Farrell, Mrs. Briggs, Mrs. Pepper, Mrs. Gantz-Verkler. Our IT department, Mrs. Manel, Mr. Stanton, Mr. McAvoy, Mr. Coaches. And lastly, from OFA, Dr. Mucklis, Mrs. Chandler, Mrs. Burrell, Mrs. Williams, and all of our OFA teachers. I'd also like to thank all of our administrators, faculty and staff, marshals, our Board of Education members that have volunteered their time for graduation today. And lastly, a special thank you to Mr. Kaczynski and Ms. Manning, our senior class advisors. At this time, I would like to call up Matthew Higgins, class of 2025 president, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Matthew?
Please stand and remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance, Alma Mater, and Star-Spangled Banner. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing and join with the OFA Chamber Singers in singing the Alma Mater and the Star-Spangled Banner.
In the days of long ago, in the town of Owego, the river hawks so boldly made their home. And while high above us flies inspiration to the skies, the river hawks with eyes that see it all. Long years may come and pass away, but we shall still be true to the banner of the OFA, the flag of red and blue. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, home of the brave?
You may now be seated. Next, I get the honor of introducing our student speakers tonight. First is our class of 2025 Student Council President, Mr. Graham Strolin.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming out to support our 2025 graduating class. Whether you come today as parents, family, or friends, none of this could be possible without your continued support of our district and the students who are enriched by it. For those of you I haven't had the pleasure of meeting, my name is Graham Tortolot-Stroller. I'm the student council president of the high school and have spent much of my free time serving the Owego-Appalachian community. I've been lucky enough to experience every facet of our community. I've even taught third grade in the elementary school, and have been fortunate enough to see firsthand the impact our staff has on students through every school I've gone through. Shout out to Mr. Zabinski. He's not here, but I love that guy. He's a cool guy. You have all impacted our lives in such a critical way. I speak for the entire student body when I thank you for the time and effort you put into guiding us through our youth. Now on to my classmates. We are a resilient bunch. We've wrestled with roadblocks none of us could ever have foreseen way back when. Online, we fought hard to stay afloat amidst an overwhelming amount of struggle and discomfort. It, for lack of a more elegant term, was whack. We all remember our half-day Wednesdays, which I miss every day, the gym class activity logs I still don't think my parents have ever seen for themselves, and the fight to figure out whatever notes were supposed to be screen shared but never were. For better or for worse, it changed us. There were times I felt the world might have just collapsed on top of us, but in the end, it taught us how to survive in an environment where we can't predict what will happen tomorrow. When we came back to the classroom, we were forced to adapt to the new norm that we hadn't seen for years. I still remember trying to juggle my science class, my family, and my Mortal Kombat game all at the same time on a Monday at 8 a.m. No hard feelings to Mrs. Casterline. It was really busy for all of us that day. Balancing this new normal with the same growing pains everyone goes through in our youth meant our mental capacity was tested. But as we struggled through, we came on top of it all. Now, all of this is to say we are stronger than anyone could ever have imagined. I mean, really, we're a generation who can say we grew up in a life-threatening pandemic that shut down every state and nation for 3 years and then graduated high school right after. But I digress. If I could leave you with just one thing from tonight, it's this. Whatever you choose to do in your life, whether you're going to college, joining the workforce, or the military, help someone. My mother and father have told me that ever since I was a kid. Every day, almost without fail, they would remind me to use whatever talents I turned out to make the better world a place for all people. I implore you to think about these words for yourself. I'm not asking you to go out and cure cancer or broker world peace. I mean, unless that's what you want to do, I'm not going to stand in your way. But find a life you enjoy living which can enrich others. Teach someone a new skill, volunteer at an animal hospital, help an old lady across the street, and just find a way to make someone else's day brighter wherever you go. You're each unique in our lives. Not a single one of us is exactly like anyone else. Use that. Carve a path for everyone to follow your example. The world deserves a generation that lifts each other up instead of tears each other's down. In times like this, full of uncertainty and turmoil, there can never be enough understanding between one another. Now more than ever, we need to fight for our convictions and lead the world to a brighter future. With that, the speech, along with our time together, is done and dusted. I hope we can all look back at the experiences we have shared, both good and bad, and be grateful for what we have been lucky enough to have while we rush towards the rest of our lives. Before I go, from the bottom of my heart, I am forever grateful to be an Owego Riverhawk. Thank you to everyone who has made my time in this town so special. I wish all of my classmates the best in whatever future they set to realize. Thank you.
Thank you, Graham. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the class of 2025 Salutatorian, Isabella Silvestri.
Good evening. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Bella Silvestri. Before I begin, I'd like to thank the entire Owego-Appalachian School District, the community, all the family and friends of myself and my peers, and last but definitely not least, my classmates sitting before me in the class of 2025. I feel so grateful, yet sad, to be here speaking to you all. Grateful because I feel lucky that I had the opportunity to grow up with many of you and watch everyone become extraordinary human beings. And sad because I know this is the last time we will all be together. I'm sure you're expecting me to talk about how much success is ahead for this class, or how hard we've all worked to get to this very moment. But looking around at all of you today, I realize that none of that needs to be explained. Our class is special, to say the least, and our accomplishments speak for themselves. We all know Daisy Boyer is going to make an amazing nuclear engineer in her future. Conlon Taylor is going on to play Division I baseball, and we will probably see Elijah Harris on Broadway one day. I'd rather spend the short time I have discussing something my mom taught me many years ago that I believe is vital for us all to know as we begin to navigate the next chapters of our lives. A few years ago, I applied for an internship doing research at Cornell. I worked so hard on my application, and I had already planned out transportation to Cornell, and even my schedule for that summer, assuming I'd get the internship. I had gotten a little ahead of myself, to say the least. I didn't get the internship, and I was extremely disappointed. At first, this is when my mom first introduced me to the concept that everything happens for a reason. At first, it upset me to hear this phrase because I was so set on this opportunity, and I thought it was something I was meant to do. However, looking back, that door may have closed for me in research, but so many other amazing things happened and other opportunities surfaced following this setback. My point is, setbacks are inevitable, but it is the way we handle these setbacks that truly defines who we will become. As we embark on what comes next for us, there's so much fear and confusion that follows. And while that's scary, we can't let that stop us from being happy or living in the moment, because everything will fall into place as it's meant to. I believe one of the biggest weaknesses of humanity is our inability to appreciate what we have and what we can do. It's easy to complain, compare yourself to others, and downplay your accomplishments or abilities. You are your own biggest enemy. But I am here to reassure you that no matter who you are, what you choose to do, or where you will end up is all for a reason. I'd like to leave you with a quote from The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. So I guess we are who we are for a lot of reasons, and maybe we'll never know most of them. But even if we don't have the power to choose where we come from, we can still choose where we go from there. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella. It is now my pleasure to introduce this year's class valedictorian, Kaylin Kachuk.
Good evening. Thank you all for coming out to celebrate the class of 2025. I'll do my best to keep this brief since I know many of you are looking forward to the block party later tonight. First off, I'd like to recognize a few of the important people who made all of this possible. To my parents, thank you for always being my biggest supporters. I am truly grateful for your sacrifices and guidance throughout the years. To my family, especially Aunt Diana and Uncle Joe, thank you for being there for me through it all. To the dedicated teachers at OFA, OAMS, OES, and AES, thank you for instilling in us the desire to learn. Without your commitment to education, compassion, and patience, many of us would not be up here today. And of course, to my fellow seniors, we did it. After countless hours of studying, training, and yes, having fun, we have finally come to the finish of this year that we thought would never end. We should all take a moment to feel proud of what we've accomplished. We've survived a pandemic and AP exams, 11 hours on the bus to Wildwood, and too many gym class warm-up jogs. Despite how much I and most of you all love to grumble about how much high school was frustrating at times, I hope we can all look back at our time at Owego with fond memories. Cherish the experiences, the friendships, and the lessons learned along the way, but also stay excited for what's ahead. No matter where life takes us or who we become, remember that the Owego community will always be here as a family to lean on. Now, let us embrace this bittersweet moment and look forward to the limitless opportunities to come. Once again, congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaylin. First, I would like to thank the families here tonight. Your support and guidance has led your children to this day, so on behalf of OFA, we thank you. Seniors, it's bittersweet standing here tonight as we celebrate your commencement ceremony. I feel like it was just yesterday I got to know a lot of you through your parents, at Little League clinics over the years, and I even had the privilege of coaching several of you in basketball. It's hard to believe we're now graduating. It makes me feel old, but it's hard to believe for sure. Remember the friendships you've made here at OFA and be proud of the accomplishments you've achieved. I know it wasn't always easy, but striving for success is hard. That's why we celebrate it. This class has set the standard for OFA students. I challenge you all to keep setting the bar high as you embark on your next journey. The bigger the dream, the bigger the risk. But what's the price if you don't take the risk and commit to the dream? Don't let a speed bump become a roadblock. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's the foundation of it. Every setback teaches resilience, sharpens your perspective, and strengthens your character. So go out and take those risks. As we celebrate you all tonight, I'd like to take this time to recognize and thank the graduating class of 2025 and share with all of you tonight some of the class accomplishments in academics, athletics, and music. Audience, please hold your applause until the end of each category. Students will stand briefly to be acknowledged as we go through these categories. In the area of academics, I would like to start by recognizing our top 10 in the class. Please stand. I would like to recognize all the members of National Honor Society at this time. 123 of our graduates have already earned free college credit. 26 of our graduates today have earned their associate's degree by partnering with TC3. Daisy Boyer, Kayla Coppage, Angelina Fontana, Jonathan Gilliland, Elijah Harris, Molly Harchin, Alexis Herseg, Matthew Higgins, Parker Jenkins, Shannon Maslin, Reagan Murgis, Joseph Michaels, Eleonora Palmer, Gianna Palucci, Matthew Samuelson, Luke Saunders, Sophia Sylvanik, Isabella Silvestri, Hunter Slater, Mariana Slocum, Daniel Tavelli, Michaela Terry, Zaire Van Scoy, Mahala Walsh, Evan Wazalewski, Matthew Wood. We also had the winners of the Winner's Circle Championship of 2025. Please stand. On awards night, we handed out over $200,000 in scholarships to our graduating seniors this year. We have a lot to be proud of in the area of academics. In the area of athletics, I would like to recognize all of our senior athletes and winning teams this year. Divisional champs, boys soccer, volleyball, cross country, girls lacrosse, baseball, flag football. Our stack champions, volleyball, boys soccer, and we had Colin Manel for wrestling. Our Section 4 champions this year, boys soccer, volleyball, girls cross country, boys bowling, girls lacrosse, flag football, and Kaylin Kachuk in diving. And lastly, in the area of athletics, I would like to also recognize our drone soccer team winning state championship this year and finishing 5th in nationals. There's a lot to be proud of in athletics as well. And to finish off with music, in the area of music, I would like to recognize the following groups. These groups participated in the NYSSMA Major Organizational Festival. OFA's MTB was once again one of the few modern bands in the state to perform at NYSSMA Majors. OFA chamber singers earned gold at level 6, which is the highest. OFA concert band earned silver at level 6. OFA jazz band 2 earned silver at level 3. OFA jazz band 1 earned silver at level 6. Our chamber singers performed at this year's All-State Conference and Sidney Sanko Area All-State Honors. A lot to be proud of in music as well. Lastly, I would like to recognize 5 of our students that have signed a letter of commitment to serve our country by joining the armed forces. Zach Bensley, Air Force. Please stand to be recognized. Ethan Ianello, National Guard. Connor Rivette, military. Hunter Pitcher, National Guard. And Paula Stokam, National Guard. You, the class of 2025, have overcome many obstacles while always showing a positive attitude and great character. I wish you all the best as you leave here today. On behalf of all of Owego Free Academy, we will miss you. Congratulations. At this time, I'd like to call up Mr. Joseph Palladino, our Board of Education President, who would like to say a few words.
I thought he was going to ask me to say something in the beginning before all those wonderful speeches. So just a round of applause for particularly the student speeches again. They were fantastic. And I just wanted to take this opportunity to clear something up regarding the Strawberry Festival that was referenced earlier. I want to make sure that everyone knows that we are not going to have graduation and a conflict with the Strawberry Festival next year. Because right now we're in conversations to host it right over here. That's a joke. Don't freak out about it. It's a joke. People right now texting people, they're going to have the Strawberry Festival at graduation next year. Not true. Please don't do that. When I think of a community, I think of Owego. When I think of a school district, I think of Owego. And there's a lot of reasons for that. And one of them is because in 1956, someone graduated from here, and it's Suzanne Dickinson, my mother, right there. I get a little emotional. So she graduated from Owego in 56, and she decided to move back here with my father, God rest in peace, and to raise us here, me and my 2 sisters, for the remainder of our high school career. And that was such a special experience for me because I really believe this is the best place in the world to raise children. And so we went off after we graduated, and I hope that you do too, each and every one of you students. And I hope you have an experience when you move away that you remember your experience here. And I hope it was so positive that, like May and Carolyn, chose to move back and to raise our kids here. That's what keeps this going. That's what keeps this tradition going. And we are so delighted with the teachers and the community and the administration and the experience that our children have had here that I couldn't be more proud to be a graduate of Owego. So I'll leave you with that thought, that go do great things, graduates. Go do wonderful, wonderful things. But when it's time to settle down and raise a family, please consider Owego, because it will treat you right. Thank you.
And now we will hear from Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Corey Green.
Good evening, everyone. Class of 2025, families, faculty, staff, and friends, good evening and welcome to this incredible moment at this commencement ceremony here for the class of 2025 for We Go Free Academy. We couldn't have picked a better day. We want to thank Howard Manges for pulling this off for us. Super appreciative. I first want to recognize on behalf of our Board of Education all the hard work behind the scenes that they do. Obviously not the easiest positions, and we thank them for their commitment and volunteering and service to the school district. This evening is about more than just crossing a stage. It's about celebrating a journey filled with hard work, resilience, growth, and countless memories that have shaped who you are today. To our dedicated staff, I see plenty of you here. Thank you for your constant commitment to our students' success, for challenging them, supporting them, and helping them discover their potential. Your work matters, and tonight is as much a reflection of your efforts as it is the students. To the parents, guardians, and families, thank you for your partnership, your encouragement, sacrifices, and belief in your child's potential has been the backbone of this journey. And we know that that school-to-home partnership is the result of what we have here today, which is an incredible class of 2025. Class of 2025, thank you for your passion, your perseverance, and the positive impact you have had on the school district and each other. Whether in the classroom, on the stage, on the field, or in the community, you've left your mark and we've noticed. This class has shown what it means to lead with character, to support one another, and to rise to challenges with purpose. You've not only pursued success, you've shown what it means to be kind, to be driven, and to be ready. As you move forward, whether into college, career, the military, or something entirely new, hold on to the values you've built here. Keep learning, keep growing, stay humble, stay curious, and above all, stay true to who you are. We believe in you, we're proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the future you create. Congratulations, class of 2025. This is just the beginning.
Thank you, Dr. Green. At this time, we will now be presenting diplomas to the class of 2025. Dr. Mucklis, please come forward to get ready to announce our graduates.
Kaylin E. Ning Kachuk. Isabella Marie Silvestri. Graham Tortolot Strolin. Matthew T. Higgins. Cassiani Fotini Alexopoulos. Ryan Barnes. Dawson Kenrick Bell. Merrick Robert Burchard. Daisy Love Boyer. Nicholas E. Brown. Jack R. Bucksbaum. Kayla Renee Coppage. Olivia A. Dodge. Evan Daniel English. Kayla Rose Ferraro. Nathan Raymond Flack. Angelina Fontano. Natalie Ann Francisco. Jonathan Aaron Gilliland. Alexis Marie Gunther. Mason Dominic Grippin. Elijah Harris. Molly Sunshine Hartgen. Alexis Victoria Herseg. William James Huddleston. Haditha Hussein Ali. Parker Daniel Jenkins. Catherine G. Klett. Ava L. Leonard. Adam David Llewellyn. Shannon Maslin. Madison Marie McAvoy. Reagan Lorraine Burgess. Joseph Richard Michaels. Colin Tracy Manel. Alyssa Ray Morales. Carson Everett James Morris. Kayla Madison Newman. Sullivan Joseph O'Donnell. Declan O'Hara. Bryce Richard Oliver. Joseph Angelo Palladino. Eleonora Scarlett Palmer. Leanne Palmer. Patrick Richmond Palmer. Hunter Pitcher. Madison A. Robbie. Matthew Samuelson. Luke Saunders. Nora Christine Schuyler. Sydney Lauren Tsenko. Sophia Sylvanik. Mariana Pearl Slokin. Hunter Tyler Slater. Ashley Brianne Steele. Robert Irwin Struble III. Daniel Jacob Tavelli. Conlon Scott Taylor. Michaela Ann Terry. Zaire Poku Vanskoy. Annabeth Christine Van Tol. Mihaela Rose Walsh. Evan Stanley Wazalewski. Matthew Everett Wood. Georgia L. Ellis. Mayar Abdulbari Alotaibi. Olivia Ann Andrews. Adam E. Arball. Jack Nicholas Arroyo. Jessica Marie Bombach. Jackson Andrew Belliker. Jacob David Bensley. Zachary Bensley. Ava J. Binford. Sydney Elizabeth Bogart. Aaron Christopher Brainerd. Dalton Thomas Brayman. Vasil Yurevich Britch. Aiden Robert Brooks. Teresa Marie Brown. Devin Michael Card. Lily Thomasine Card. Bryson Thayer Castro. Alexis Elizabeth Cheeseman. Connor Thomas Chobot. Julian Patrick Clothier Proud. Jack Blaine Cobb. Caleb Jackson Cole. Nicole Marie Collins. Mary Jane Cox. Cameron Cole Davis. Liliana Jordan Davis. Trevor R. Decker. Callista Dember. Nathaniel Xavier Dwyer. Aubrey Mae Ellis. Katia Catherine Fain. Bradley Antonio Fernandez. Matthew Foote. Angel Jennifer Rose Garcia. Logan Elizabeth Georgia. Joshua B. Goldenberg. Ariana Elizabeth Hawley. Tristan Michael Heath. Madeline Ann Heffernan. Anna Hodges. Alyssa Jean Hover. Adriana May Howe. Trevor Carl Holslander. Ethan Alexander Ainello. Ernest Jones. Caden Michael Jones. Logan Xavier Jones. Daniel Carter Kennedy. Grant Owen Kirsten. Jaden S. King. Arissa Virginia Knight. Cadence Annalise Kushner. Elijah Lewis. Cassia Nicole Latinsky. Dalton Garrett Malmstrom. L. Helene McLaren. Blythe Patrick Miller. Keegan Maurice Miller. Christian Zechariah Miller Stearns. Ethan Michael Niemeyer. Riley Madison Nichols. Michaela R. Overacker. Liam Xavier Paley. Gianna Joy Palucci. Sonny Tyler Petro. Giovanni S. Petrozelli. Jonte Xavier Plater. Alexander Jack Douglas Reed. Elizabeth Marie Regal. Connor Rivette. Rachel O. Robbie. Sierra Rogers. Charles Lee Romeo. Jack Schlegg. Aiden Lucas Schulp. Derek Joseph Singer. Isabella Ray Sorokin. Morgan Jean Sleeper. Maya Tori Smith. Tatum Noel Smith. Oliver Alita Joseph Soloway. Graydon Stanton. Nyla Slocum. Paula Slocum. Anthony Joseph Serafino Tellerico. Marcus James Talcott. Tristan Thompson. Naomi Jade Troiano. Kaylin Rose Troxel. Dawn Scarlett Denise Tuttle. Isabella Martins Vienna. Hunter Eugene Woods. Trevor Dean Zachary. Tyler James Zachary. And now Dr. Green will convocate the Owego Free Academy class of 2025. Dr. Green.
At this time, I will ask the graduates to please stand. By the authority granted to me by the state of New York, I now present you the Owego Free Academy class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Green. Thank you, families. Thank you, students. This concludes our 152nd commencement ceremony. Thank you and have a great night.